Good morning everyone, Alessandro the Crypto here and welcome to another Bitcoin price analysis. Yes guys, I'm back in the office. Yesterday I returned back from Italy and now we are back on track guys, and I'm gonna go through different time frames here for Bitcoin, and of course if we have time also we're gonna have a look into some altcoins, maybe also the traditional markets, how they're gonna open up today, because we have apparently some very bullish geopolitical news. I just woke up before and I checked some stuff guys, but I didn't go through like all time frames and all indicators and so on, so we're gonna have a look into it together for the first time since Bitcoin pumped up to $72,000. And also yeah, I think that there are some bullish news out there. This pump that we are seeing is news driven. That means that most likely of course it will be sustainable if everything goes well, but if somehow we're gonna get again bearish news or something bad happens, then you can be assured that we're gonna see the opposite, a big crash. That is of course always whenever something is news driven, and that's why today now we're gonna cover the technical perspectives. We're gonna have a look into the indicators guys, what are they actually telling, because news driven events, they are usually short-lived. So sometimes you see things like that you get like kind of a bullish news, like here for example, and then it skyrockets and then everyone screams that the bull run is back and so on, and then boom, you have another crash to where basically we started the whole pump. Afterwards, sometimes we see then of course continuation to the upside if it's really sustainable and also if everything goes well. But if something goes bad or it takes another turn, then of course it's likely that we're gonna again crash down. That's why you have to be very careful whenever you're trading news-based events that in my opinion most likely are happening right now, and that also will happen probably later on the US market open. So before we start guys, as always, make sure to be subscribed on this channel. We are hitting over 5,000 subscribers, and of course check out all links in the video description to all exchanges where I'm trading right now, because you know that I'm always doing some scalp trading and also buying Bitcoin for the long term. And right now one of the best exchanges that I'm using is Maxi Global, and right now they have this anniversary, the 8th anniversary that is ongoing right now guys, where there is a maximum prize pool of like 2 million at the moment I think that you can win, and you can join a team, or also you can join my team guys. If you want, I can maybe create an own team so people can join our team basically, and if we are the lucky winners, then we can get quite a big piece of this pie guys. So let me know also in the comment section if you would like to join the team here on Maxi Global to trade. It will start in 19 days. There will be a team battle, a daily reward system, and basically the homepage here. Actually, it is 10 millions actually, but here team PNL, total prize pool 2 millions, individual PNL is 1 million, and daily trading reward pool 7 million. So totally 10 millions. But if we join the team event, then of course it's 2 million the prize pool. So sign up to Maxi Global guys in order to be eligible for the event right here, Maxi Global. And of course also if you want to join my team, I'm gonna leave the link also in the video description. I have to apply for it. It's not starting yet, but of course I'll keep you informed about the event right now, because on Maxi Global of course you can go long, you can go short and so on. Actually here I still have a short position open that I just realized that I have here. Oops, forgot about that one. I was traveling in Italy guys, so I forgot about this one. Yeah, so I'm underwater right now, but let's see. I think there I just reduced the leverage, because I think that anyway we most likely are heading down again a bit here at some point, so we're gonna have a look into that. Also make sure to join HyperSwap guys. That's my homepage where you can also convert all the cryptos that you want without KYC, nothing. Just swap it here without signing up, nothing. You get the latest videos here. You get access to all major exchanges that I'm using, like Maxi Global. You get free debit cards on Bybit for example, pre-sales, airdrops, everything is here, hardware wallets, and everything applied with a discount code already. So everything that I'm using here in the crypto space that is very important to use, you're gonna find on hyper-swap.io on my website, that you can find here in the video description as well. So we're gonna start here with Bitcoin guys in the 4-hour time frame, and if you see me doing trades, or if I tell you basically to go long or short, this is all no financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I only share my own opinions and own market analysis. So if I would be going all in Bitcoin, of course you don't have to be following me, but in the past we have been doing great of course whenever we have seen Bitcoin creating a nice bottoming formation, and then of course gear up for a nice move to the upside. Doesn't matter if it's going to be a relief rally or continuation of the bull run, you can trade all all those events whenever we go up and down, because we love volatility. Volatility is what we need here in the crypto space. Otherwise it would be boring if you have to trade also with leverage or on spot, and you just have every day like 0.01% of difference of the price and so on. So we like to have volatility here in the crypto space, because like that, of course, we can do some nice trades here. So in the 4-hour time frame, guys, you have seen the breakout here. Actually, also in Rome, when I was in Italy, I told you that the breakout is happening right now. We have 4-hour closes above the resistance trend line. Unfortunately, we didn't came yet down to test here this breakout. So we never came down to test actually here the resistance trend line acting as a new support. Because yesterday somehow probably we got this bullish news, and then immediately the price bounced, and from there on we have seen a big push to the upside, which is good, because that means that once everything is okay, or once everything is going back to normal, we're gonna have all the cryptos moving nicely to the upside. And it's not a dead cat bounce or anything like that, but we're most likely gonna have then a sustainable rally here to the upside if everything goes well, also geopolitical, of course. But if we have a look now into the indicators, guys, I mean, today everything is pumping. All the altcoins are also nicely pumping, even gold and silver apparently. And let me quickly check here if we have some pre-market data. Yeah, so also here, Big Bear AI is going to open up in green, Palantir in green, Robinhood, Tesla, Nvidia, everything big green, guys. But keep in mind that whenever things are opening up like that in green, probably also MicroStrategy, yes, when they open up like that in green, most likely they're gonna fill that gap below it very quickly. And unfortunately, that is probably also the case for Bitcoin, because here on the CME chart, actually it's weird to see that. What day is it today? Here today is Wednesday. So why there is a CME gap here? That's weird. We have a CME gap here from this close to this open here. It's very weird to see, down to $69,800. That's weird to see. Maybe it happened overnight or something. But anyway, we have another one down here at $67,100. So all the way down here at the bottom side of the calendar channels on the 4-hour. So we have a couple of little CME gaps below of us. And that makes me believe that at some point we most likely are coming also down to retest this breakout here that we have, because we have seen here many touch points, but never a retest of it. We don't always have to go down and retest it, but most of the times it is the case. And also here for Bitcoin, guys, on the 4-hour time frame, I mean, as long as the 4-hour closes remains above $71,500, we most likely are heading towards the weekly resistance currently at $75,000. But if here we're not able to break through, then of course here a big rejection is possible, that we could see then afterwards something like that. Because, as I told you guys, we have the CME gap down here at around 66 to 67K. I think that is can still be tested down there if, for example, something goes wrong, or just everything is going sideways and we don't see immediately follow through to the upside, or even a breakout here to the upside. It is possible that if we start to consolidate here and things are starting to get boring, that suddenly we are coming back down. And that is of course quite concerning, because then we could go much lower, especially if this support is not holding. But at the moment, I think that if we see a pullback here, 66, 67K will hold most likely as a very strong support right now. And if we open up now the 4-hour time frame indicators, you can see that since here we basically got that buy signal at 67K, and since then we are basically going up. And here we got a sell signal. This is also where I was expecting that we will come back down to test this support, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So here we didn't get a good entry point. This would have been a perfect entry point to enter into a trade, but you see the price stopped before that, and then it bounced and continued the rally. So we are now above the 200 moving average in the 4-hour time frame, like we did over here, for example. We also went above the 200 moving average, but you see that afterwards also we came down. So it is possible that also here we're gonna a bit chop around here up and down all the time, because you can also see that the indicators are showing now bearish divergence. So we have here the same RSI high like this one over here, or even slightly lower. So basically here we have a lower high in the RSI in the 4-hour time frame, but in the price action you can see that between this high and this high, of course it's obvious it's a higher high. So this higher high that we are seeing right now is not agreeing with the RSI, because the RSI is lower. So in theory we should have been somewhere down here. So create this high, then a lower high, and then maybe come back down, something like that. So currently we have a divergence here, bearish divergence. That's not a good sign. That means that even if we see here consolidation or another leg up, we still can create or continue to create here bearish divergence, and then at some point, once this is coming down, then it can be a quite tough dump here to those targets at around $66,000 or even lower than that if for example this support is not holding. So in the 4 hour we have this bearish divergence, in the 3 hour as well, in the 1 hour time frame also here we had some bearish divergence, but nothing too crazy here. It's more in the 3 and 4 hour time frame. On the 6 hour time frame we don't have that yet. We have here still this higher high. So here no bearish divergence yet on the 6 hour time frame. The indicators are looking a bit toppy. 12 hour, still room left to the upside. Daily time frame, also still room left to the upside. Here also no bearish divergence yet. And you can see that here money flow is still red, still negative. But once this is turning green, then of course we could see here a big pump to the upside. But until then, of course, the trading range is still here between the top side of the Keltner channels at around 77 or 75k and the bottom side of the Keltner channels at 64k. So basically Bitcoin is just trading here within the Keltner channels until we see a daily closes below the bottom side of the Keltner channels or above the top side of the Keltner channels. And this will then lead into the next big move for Bitcoin after this very long consolidation phase that we have here since February of 2026. So basically since 2 months. So I think overall everything is looking good, guys. Everything is looking bullish. Also the 3-day time frame, the 5-day, the weekly time frame. I told you the weekly is looking bullish. We have buy signals, we have money flow increasing, we have this bullish confirmation that I was waiting for many weeks. Basically, even here we had the first bullish cross, but afterwards we crashed down again. But this could be, in my opinion, the one that could save us and that could bring us back in a bull market, in my opinion. And the 2-week time frame, we still have to wait for that one to cross, because you can see that here we still don't have the cross. And usually, even if here we have already that buy signal on the VWAP and money flow and RSI and everything, you can see that in the past, although we got many false signals, for example here, buy signal on the way to the upside, got rejected, and the real move to the upside started when we crossed here bullish. From here on, then we went straight to the upside, and those were all bear market bottoms. Whenever the 2-week time frame is having bullish crosses, also here you see no bullish cross, almost, but no bullish cross. And now we are basically somewhere like here, and only here we had the bullish cross, basically at around $4,000. And afterwards we have seen a massive run up into the top here of this mid-year at $14,000. But even there, you see, we had this crash and consolidation phase afterwards. Before then, we started with, like the real bull market after the Bitcoin halving somewhere here in 2020, I think. So that's why until here we're not crossing bullish. We have to be cautious, because we still can go sideways here and even get rejected and come back down. That is possible on the 2-week time frame. And that's why I'm not saying that the bottom is definitely in, or that we will not revisit like 60k or even lower than that, but I think that the bottom is very close, and at some point we will start a massive run up for Bitcoin. And until then, I think we still have time to buy Bitcoin. That's why I'm not here closing my short here. I just realized I have more shorts open. I went long here, shorting here, and then I forgot, I think, about this short. And yeah, I would anyway short right now as soon as we have here the next sell signal confirmed on the 3-hour time frame, because even though we have those bullish news at the moment, the indicators are still a bit choppy. And I think that also because of the little CME gaps that we have below of us, it's very likely that during the day or during the week, maximum next week, we eventually are coming back down to retest this area here before we attempt again to break out higher. I only would start to be extremely bullish and basically close all shorts and go all in if we see at least 4-hour or even better daily closes above 75k, because then I think that we're gonna lose most likely this resistance trend line here that is from the weekly time frame. We're gonna then break out here to the upside, and if we see also weekly closes above 75k, then I think we're gonna basically leave this downtrend here and break out here to the upside heavily, to at least test the 50 weekly moving average at 100k, maybe even go higher. So that's why, guys, Make sure to be subscribed on the channel. I keep you updated every day. I am bullish, but I think at some point although we will come back down towards below 70k again. Before we head higher, most likely. We will see, because this move that we have seen is news driven. Of course, the technicals are looking bullish. I am bullish, but I think that Bitcoin is not ready yet to break here 75k. Would be nice, but at the moment I just think that it's more likely, because there is still a lot of uncertainty out there, that even if we just get a little bearish sign out there for whatever reasons, immediately we could go back down here, immediately. We will see, guys. So at the moment it's bullish. I think 75k can be tested. If you're longing right now, not necessarily, but watch out, guys, because we are starting already now to build up bearish divergences here on the 3-hour and 4-hour time frame. Usually that is leading afterwards into a major dump to test important support levels, and if they're holding, then afterwards, after everything is resetting, we're gonna see then continuation in that direction, which is of course at the moment to the upside. So I think that's enough for today, guys. I'm gonna keep you updated tomorrow again what happens, and of course if something crazy happens, I'm gonna update you as well. I think most of the altcoins are of course now going according to Bitcoin to the upside, like Ethereum, Dogecoin, Pepe, Tron, Hyperliquid. We have many coins doing great right now, and that's why I think that the altcoins, of course, they will be moving according to Bitcoin. But keep that in mind, guys. 66, 67k can still be tested. If you're rushing now into high leverage positions, be very careful. And yeah, until then, make sure to be subscribed. Check out hyper-swap.io, and we're gonna see us all in the next one. Bye for now.